Hello, everyone. It's been a minute, hasn't it? But anyways, today is you probably can see by the bottom of the screen. I'm doing a tier list on Kendrick and Drake's diss tracks. So there's 5 tiers. Obviously, there's S, A, B, C, and D. S being the best, D being the worst. I don't think I'm going to put any of them in the D tier. I mean, some of them are kind of already in the D tier if you think about it, because 2 of Drake's diss tracks got taken down. One of them is in here, actually, The Heart Part 6. So we're actually gonna put that one in D tier just because it got taken. He took it down himself, actually. So I don't think it belongs in the other tiers. Plus, also, the like to dislike ratio was not in his favor, which is part of the reason why he took it down. Anyways, there's only like 6, but I wanted to try to keep this a little bit short just because this is still kind of new to me. I've never made a tier list like this before. And also, like I was thinking about doing different like sports leagues or different just sports. Maybe even athletes in sports, like Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, like who's the best player, just stuff like that. Something that's a little different because there's not too much that's going on this summer besides really the Olympics and WNBA. And WNBA just started their season, so we're going to wait a little bit on that. But for now, just because Drake versus Kendrick has been all the hype right now, I wanted to make a tier list for the songs. Okay, so first, I'm not really going to go in order, partially because some of the song cover, I don't know. I'm just not going to go in order. I'm just going to go in order based on like what I know the best. And what I'm going to start with, since we start off with Drake, I think the next one should be a Kendrick song. Most of these are actually Kendrick songs. There's 4 of them on here that are Kendrick's. 2 of them are Drake's, not counting the one that's in the D tier. I think also it's pretty obvious who won the diss track battle. Kendrick definitely won. He didn't take any of his down. And also they've gotten the most clicks, views, likes, whatever. So yeah. I think Kendrick has won unless Drake responds, which nothing has happened for, at least response-wise, in a few days. But I think that's partially because both of them are in the process of releasing albums and maybe are going to put a song or 2 dissing each other in their albums. I think to start, I'm going to start off with Euphoria. This was kind of the one that got me into this beef. I love the song. Like I love the change of pace, the beat switches, the lyrics are like, it's Kendrick. Like he's a great lyricist. But the thing with Kendrick is he not only like writes his songs and like makes music, but he also produces the songs. So like, something I heard was whenever he's on a feature, he's very involved in the process of the creation of the song. So like with the song Like That, he was very involved. I think Euphoria, for me, I'm going to put that at the A tier, just because it starts off kind of slow, which I feel like for a lot of people is kind of off-putting. They want it to start like right away. Like it since it's a diss track, I feel like a lot more people want it to be like they're angry, like fast. I feel like when it's fast paced, when it comes to a diss track, it speaks more to anger. But yeah, I think Euphoria is a great song. It eventually does get up to the fast pace, and it just does not stop. It's 6 minutes of basically Kendrick saying how much he hates Drake and why he hates Drake. So yeah, I'm going to put it at A tier because I think there is some there is a couple songs that are better. So yeah, we're gonna move on to Drake. We're gonna do so. The next song, I guess, that we're gonna talk about is Push Ups. This one, I think, out of the songs that Drake put out dissing Kendrick, I feel like this one was the best one. Between Family Matters and Push Ups, it's kind of debatable. They both sound kind of similar to me, but I think since this one was, to me, Push Ups was better than Family Matters by like a hair. But since it's Drake's best diss track, I'm going to put Push Ups at the A tier alongside Euphoria, because I feel like I don't think any of Drake's made it into the S tier. Drake doesn't really do diss tracks, so I mean, you can kind of say that the battle was a bit one-sided. But I mean, he's not that bad at like writing music and stuff. I mean, he's produced so many hits, so many like classics that like from 10 years ago you can go back to. The one in particular that I think of is One Dance. That was like back in 2016, 2015. Like every time I hear that song play, like it's a good song. I'm not going to deny that. Like it's a good song, but it's also not a diss track. Like diss tracks versus songs to me, they're in completely different arenas, and it kind of takes different skill sets to be good at diss tracks or to be good at just making music. The next one I'm going to, I guess, rate is Not Like Us, and personally, this one was my favorite one. It starts off fast right away. It doesn't stop. It's kind of like Euphoria in the sense that it's 6 minutes long. But, I think out of all the diss tracks that were put out, I think Not Like Us was head and shoulders above, well, anything Drake put out, but also just one of my favorite diss tracks in general that I've listened to. So if it wasn't obvious enough already, I'm going to put this into the S tier. I think it stands alone in comparison to the other ones, but yeah, I really do love Not Like Us. I could listen to it over and over and over and over and over again, nonstop. Like I could listen to it forever. Okay, now the next song that I'm gonna rate is Family Matters by Drake. Again, like I said earlier, I kind of talked about this one a little bit earlier when I was talking about push-ups, but I feel like Family Matters is a little bit slower than push-ups. I feel like Kendrick does like the slower pace better, which is one of the reasons why I put Euphoria up there. I feel like Family Matters, I'm going to put that in the C tier just because of these next two songs I feel like are better or equal to Family Matters. So, yeah. All right, the last two songs, there's 616 in LA and Meet the Grams. Now, Meet the Grams, the cover art for it, so that one's on the right here, where my mouse is. I can't really see what's in it, but the art got taken down because Drake accused Kendrick of using objects and to spread misinformation or whatever, and so the cover art got taken down, but the song did not. So yeah. With this song though, I feel like it's B tier. It's a really slow song, but I kind of liked the concept behind it, where he was where Kendrick wasn't necessarily dissing Drake. He was still dissing him, but it was more in a sense that he was having a conversation with Drake's kids. In parts of the song, he basically tells one of the kids, Adonis, which is Drake's son, obviously, to listen to this song when he's like 18 or whatever, which I think is an interesting way to diss someone. You talk with their kids. Very interesting approach, I guess. I've never seen that before. So I feel like even though like I'm not gonna put it in A tier because I feel like it's a little slow, but I do like the idea and the way it was produced. So I'm going to put it in the B tier, right over here, right under Euphoria. Yeah. So yeah, no, now we have at least one in each tier, which, got to keep it balanced. Okay, now the last song, 616 in LA. This one, I feel like it was good. One of the things that I take into consideration is like replayability. 616 in LA is probably the one I've listened to the least out of Kendrick's diss tracks. It's still good. I just don't think that it's as replayable as like Not Like Us or Euphoria. Honestly, I'd put it on the same tier as as Meet the Grams. They're both kind of similar, but I think to kind of be fair a little bit to the battle, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I kind of want to put it in A tier, but I feel like B tier is kind of where it belongs. I think it's definitely better than Family Matters, but I don't like. I'm gonna put it behind Meet the Grams because I like Meet the Grams a little bit more. I think it's a little more replayable, but I don't think it belongs in the same tier as Family Matters. So I'm gonna put it kind of in between like B and C tier if I can. It's like it would go like right here, kind of. But no, so that's why I have it behind Meet the Grams right there. So yeah, that is my tier list for the beef. I think this beef, like there was definitely a lot of good that came out of it. Lots of great music for us to listen to going into this summer. Lots of debate as to who the best rapper is. Kind of like with LeBron and Michael Jordan, there's always something that seems to come up that people will talk about in regards to that debate. And I think with these songs being made seemingly every single day, it really gives us more of a perspective and a reason to say or I guess it makes it easier for us to come to the conclusion of who is the greatest rapper, who's the best diss track maker, like who's the best lyricist, who's the best person with the beats, like producing, just all kinds of stuff like that. There's lots of different things that go into who is the best rapper. It's like a tree. There's lots of different branches. So yeah, there you have it. This is the first time I've made a tier list. It's also the first video I'm putting out this summer. So yeah, you're going to see a lot more stuff like this in the future. Like with this summer, I'm going to try to make one per week, kind of like how I did the episodes. Like I'm going to make one episode per week. I'm still kind of working on other tier lists that I can do, but I thought this one would be kind of fun just because it's been talked about for a bit, like for the past week to high degree. I constantly see content talking about this beef. So I kind of wanted to jump in on it, even though it's not sports related. So thank you all for coming in. Please subscribe, turn on notifications to get notified right away next time I put out content. I've got links to like the Instagram, TikTok. I haven't really been active on the Instagram or TikTok in a bit. I'm still trying to work on new ways that I can make stuff for that, some more short form content. For like the TikTok and Instagram, I mostly do like CapCut memes. I want to try to do something maybe a little bit different. Not really sure where I'm going to go with that yet. But I guess just be ready for it when it comes. I don't know. I'll see you guys next week with the tier list. I don't know what the tier list is going to be yet, but I will have something ready. I feel like I've said this a lot, not necessarily on camera, but just in general. But like they say, let me cook, guys. Let me cook. I've got you. I'm going to hit you guys with more stuff. I will see you all again. See you all next week.